In this quick video, guys, I just want to show you how I do my maintenance reports for my Fieldpiece app, the JobLink app. I put a report together for the customers that shows all the data that I compile over the visit. Refrigerant pressures, electrical data, amp draws, indoor temperatures, airflow. You know, I do watts and stuff, so I just wanted to show you guys a little tutorial on that for any of the guys who are just curious on the report that the Fieldpiece app can make. So we're going to go to measurements. Okay, I've got the SC680 in particular. This one is Bluetooth, so it'll pair up with the app. So you see we're just started here. If we go to the electrical section there, you hit link tool when you first get the app or the meter. Link tool, and it'll pop up the tool and you just select the little bubble. So you can see we're at microfarads right now. Farads. So I just want to show you, we're going to check it not live here. Obviously, if you've seen the last video, you know this is not the most accurate way, but it'll work. So we're going to go from common to Herm. We're going to see they're at 43.27. So we're going to come over and we're going to hit that log right there in the middle. Once we do that, it drops down a menu, log number 1. So first things first, put the capacitor wire back on the capacitor. Make sure it's not loose. We are here for a maintenance, so I've already tightened these, pre-tightened these, that's why they're off. Okay, so we've got log 1. Here's log 2, condenser fan motor. Make sure that's not touching metal. We're going to go to common to fan. And we are at 4.86. As you can see, this capacitor is plus or minus 5%. It's on right at that lower range, the reliability range, but we're keeping an eye on it for the customer here. It's one of my regulars. So you can see 45.5, 45.5 with a plus or minus 5%. So 43 and 4.8. So this will probably be the last season, but we'll let her know. So this is what I do. You go to tag now. On the tag, we'll start with log 1 here. Tag, I have all these tags. These are all of the tags that I created. So the way you create one, you're gonna have no tags in the beginning. The way you create it, you hit this plus, tag name, condenser, fan motor, outdoor fan motor, run load amps, any of one of these right here, for example. Blower cap, this is everything I put on this report. Okay, well there's some heating stuff in there, we're just running cooling. Contact resistance is another one. So on this particular one, this one was the capacitor Herm. Okay, you're going to see it labeled there. Then we're going to go to tag, capacitor fan, and we've got our 2 tags. So after this one, I like to set up my LRA. Okay, set up my LRA on my compressor wire here. Okay, on the contactor, I'm going to go ahead and get my Fieldpiece probes hooked up on the refrigeration, and then we'll get the rest of our data, and then we'll go upstairs to the air handler and we'll get static as well. Okay, there is our liquid line temp, suction line temp, and your 2 refrigeration probes there. Little tip, give those lines a nice sanding. That way you get accurate testing, accurate reading, true temperature of the line. I'll show you guys how to put this meter in LRA. You're gonna go to the 600 range. You're gonna go to select, you go to amps, and then on this meter, you're gonna go to inrush. That'll lock in that inrush amp. So when we go to electrical now, we go to inrush amps, and we're set up for starting amps. Starting amps, to give you guys a reference, need to be below 77. Below 77 amps at startup is a healthy motor. It could be a little bit over. There's a big debate on whether or not hard start kits are needed, but it's not for today. Refrigerant type, this is a 410A system. So we're going to select the refrigerant type here. We're going to go to 410A. We're set up for refrigerant there. Okay, outdoor dry bulb temperature here. Let's see what the temperature is right now. Weather, 87 degrees, Northern California. 87. We're going to hit done. Okay, now on the air side, that's going to be my Delta T, so we're going to turn that on. We're going to turn this on. We're going to go set these in the house in the supply and the return duct in the in-house on the registers, and then we'll also turn the system on. So let me get that ready. They just painted this little condo and they painted this shut, so I had to cut some of that paint out. Oops. There we go. Okay, let's go ahead and turn it on.
Oh, and before you leave,
I
need you to put the filter in my...
Oh, I'll put the filter in.
Oh my God.
Yeah, no worries.
And you know I had the
Uh-huh.
the female died.
Oh, the dog died? Oh.
Yeah, it's sad. Hold on a minute. I want to do it because you do it for me. I don't mind.
Yeah. I'll show you how to do
My
it.
mother used to climb the stairs like this.
Yeah, so auto means it's off. So now we'll wait till it cycles off.
Yeah.
It should cycle off within about 30 seconds.
It's 82 in here.
Yeah, I know. We got to kick it down to at least 76 real quick. It's 82.
I didn't want to touch anything because, like I said...
It's 3 o'clock. It's 3 o'clock. The time is right.
Okay. That's about the only thing right in my head is the time.
Yeah.
But,
I'll make sure the blower kicks off.
Yeah. And that's another thing. If I'm switching from the fan, I have to wait till it turns off. Mm-hmm. If I decide I want.
You don't have to wait till it turns off.
Well, I want to be on the safe side.
Right. Yeah. Because think about if you kept the fan on 24 hours and the system comes on and off as needed. People with air cleaners keep that thing on 24/7.
Oh.
And then the heat and the cooler is still going to come on as needed. It's just the fan goes to a different speed.
I see.
The board tells the fan to kick up or kick down depending on what mode it calls. Yeah.
Well, that's what I was. And then if you, I don't know what batteries, but I have plenty of batteries.
Let's change the batteries today. Yeah. It's been about a year or two.
Yeah. But that was something that I said, oh my gosh. I didn't turn it off, and I said, you know what? He said it can run 24/7, and believe me, I never turned it off.
There it is. See how it just kicked off?
Yes, I heard it.
Now let's go to cool, 76.
Yeah.
And then boom. Now let me go outside and let me check the Freon, let me check the amps and everything else, all right?
Okay.
All right, we're on. Starting amps came through, 94, but the more important one is the app. So let's take the app back out. Electrical, 94 amps, log, tag, compressor starting amps. So 94, 77, we're above. Okay, run load amps, 9.4, 9.39. Go up to your 9.4, log that. Compressor run load amps. Compressor run load amps, okay. That's 9.4. Our max is 16. Okay, that's under, that's good. Now let's go to our outdoor fan motor. This is a heat pump, so it's wired into the defrost control board. So we're going to amp clamp that at 0.96. Log, tag, outdoor fan amps. Okay, there's another log. Now I want to go ahead and be an overachiever. I'm going to get the watt draw. Watts, kilowatts. So for kilowatts, you're going to need the amp draw on the 240 leg, the 120 leg of the 240. You want to be politically correct. And you're going to get your voltage. If you see a negative, all you got to do is switch polarity here. Switch leads. 0.94, and we're pulling 2,400 watts. Let me log that. Okay. A real efficient motor is going to have as close to 1 power factor, 101 power factor as possible. 2,000 watts, kilowatts. So we'll go ahead and tag that as watts and power factor. And then I also like to get one more unit amps and unit voltage. Put my meter in the right mode, which is amps. So now we get amps and volts. Okay. So that one is going to be unit amps and voltage. Unit amps and voltage, okay? So all my electrical checks are good for now on the outdoor unit. Now we'll go ahead and check the refrigeration. So we go up to this little temperature dial here. We can see our temp split there. So once we get our temp split, we can go ahead and pause that delta T. So we're gonna pause that. That locks in the measurement. Okay, there's our charge coming in. Give it a couple minutes here. She let this house get too hot. She waits till I get here to turn it on. I told her she's gonna have to do that. At one point before I got here, there was a technician that chemically cleaned this coil too. There's no need to chemically clean these types of coils. I mean, you can pop the fan off, blow it from the inside out with water only. He went overboard and now it's stained the whole coil. It is what it is. Okay, subcooling's coming in. Had the system on for about, let's say about 10 minutes. All right, we'll let that charge kind of warm up and we'll lock it in. There we go. I just saw we're just at about 7.5. Come on, baby. Target is 10. Outdoor temperature we said was 87. So cooling, so we're going to be going wet bulb here, and then we also have to get amps. So this is a day and night, so you have to get a bunch of other stuff to dial in the charge if you were to do it manually. But this is kind of obviously the charging chart that you would use. It's 87, so we'd be in this little bracket, 85. Okay, this unit is a 2.5 ton. So about 1,000 right here, CFM. 85. We should be seeing about 10 amps, 10.6. 134 over 323. 136 over 352. I'm gonna lock in that subcool. Locking in that subcool at 7.5 with the 10.8 degree superheat. We're within that range of plus or minus. 137 and 349 was it? Let's go see. So 135, 352. 1,000. Go over to 85. Ideally 134 over 323. In that little range right there. A little high on the high side, but I'd say that's okay. We're 80. Let's see what the house is right now. 81 degrees inside. So I've paused the temp split. I've paused the refrigeration. Now we are going to go inside and we're going to go get our manometer pressure, go get our static pressure, and I'll get the blower amps, and then I'll show you guys how to put the PDF together, and that'll conclude how to set up a PDF on the JobLink app. I'm still going to do a maintenance. I'm not going to show you guys me washing the coil and all that stuff, but I just wanted to purely show you how I collect all my data and come up with the form at the end to email my clients. Kind of let it balance out. Pause that. Blower motor amps. Now that I can show you guys a little bit better here, I went and got all the measurements, right? Got my blower amps, got my unit amps, got everything, got my temp split, got my airflow. Now we're gonna go to the three dots here. This is where you create PDF. Create PDF, and you're gonna put some notes in here. I just put my customer's name, Miss B. Miss B AC report 2025. Okay, Miss B AC report 2025. You're gonna create. Okay, you're gonna see a very nice report here, guys. Very nice report. Measurements on there. Air side, refrigerant. There's all our measurements coming in on the report. Blower amps, unit amps, watts, outdoor fan. It even has a little diagnostic that actual subcooling is close to the target, which indicates adequate refrigerant charge. Confirm you're using all the manufacturer's data. There's our little note. You can put a company logo in there. You go here, setup, or excuse me, it's in your profile. I don't want to go back because it'll erase everything. In your profile, you'll be able to put a company logo or something there. So let me create this report again real quick. I don't know why I went back, and then I'll screenshot it. Miss B AC report 2025. And what I do, you have two options. You can either upload this to email it or anything to direct customers, text it to yourself. There's even an action here that you can upload a PDF to Service Titan right here, those that use Service Titan, okay? But what I do is I normally just screenshot it, boom, kind of crop it out a little bit. I don't want them seeing all that other time and everything. I save it to my photos, and then now all the photos from the job reports right there. All right, so you go ahead and you send that to the customer, and it proves that everything was done, just like a Measure Quick Pro report, but it's not as colorful, and it's kind of more of just a general form, but it works. And that's the video for today, guys. Thanks for watching another one. Have a good summer. Everybody be safe out there and make some money.